Welcome to our podcast, Sugnana. So, Asha ma'am, I would like to first start off this new podcast with the context. What is Sugnana? What is the what we can say idea behind coming up with this name?
Okay. There are three kinds of gnana. So, gnana itself, knowledge. Okay, Vignana and Pragnana. So, Vignana is analysis. Just don't take that knowledge, you analyze and validate that knowledge with proper resources. That becomes Vignana. Pragnana, you adopt your consciousness in your learning and consciously you validate the knowledge, becomes Pragnana. The amalgamation of Gnana, Vignana and Pragnana is Sugnana.
Ah, so it's you're setting a context that whatever we talk needs to be taken with all these gnana or all these layers of knowledge in place.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
So
that's
be
a very
it our Puranas, it comes with preconceived notions that is are all made up stories. So this podcast is being built on the very structure and intent that it has to reach out to people with proper allegory and proper epistemological stories, which symbolizes certain characters in life. When I say characters, it's not the real characters. Characters can be nature, characters can be behavior, characters can be the way you communicate, all that.
So, as this is the beginning of understanding Purana as case studies and not just story or myth or mythology, in our Sanatana Dharma, we see Kalasha as something very auspicious.
Right.
To start off anything, we
Correct.
start off with Kalasha Puja, Kalasha Aradhana. So let us start this Sugnana, our new endeavor, by understanding the significance behind Kalasha. Where is it first mentioned? How is it mentioned? In what context? And how is it relevant to our day-to-day life?
After Samudra Manthana, after Hala Hala, that you know the story, okay? That after Manthan, the first thing that comes out was Hala Hala, the poison. And Shiva, the consciousness, is going to completely heal those poisonous elements working out. In our real life also, when we do our mind Manthana, the first thing that comes out are our trauma associated and pain associated thoughts and emotions. Consciousness can heal them, is what the symbolic representation of the whole idea of Samudra Manthan story is about. And the first thing that comes out is the Kaustuba, then Kamadenu, all that. After that walks the Dhanvantri with Kalash, Amrita Kalash. Rit is limitation, Amrit is infinite. He walks with infinite strength, infinite energy holding Kalasha. So that is when the Kalasha, the aspect of Kalasha came into our resource manual. So since then, anything that you do, anything that you begin, you come with a symbolic aspect, that is Kalasha. So there are different parts of Kalasha which speaks different things, and slowly we can take up one by one.
Okay. So this marks that what we can say never-ending or infinite energy resource is Kalasha. It can be the resource or energy can be that what we experience or what we also exert.
Correct.
Right? So how is it relevant for our day-to-day life? Like, why is it relevant? More than how, we would like to know why.
If you have to know the relevance, we need to understand the parts of Kalash. The first thing is Adhara, base. Base that holds. So this speaks about asana. So we keep that pita, on that we place Kalasha. So life is placed on that Jivatma, that energy, that Chaitanya. That is the base of Kalasha, which we call it as the Adhara. And the next comes is the body, Kumbha. So the pot itself is our body, which is going to contain everything that is our mental body, physical body, the Sharira, the three Sharira, the Stula, Sukshma, and the Karana. So it speaks about the life-giving energy, fertility, and nourishment.
Okay.
So especially it is the womb of creation, Kumbha. Yes. So that is your physical body. And what comes next is Griva. So Griva is neck, the connection that happens between us and the universe. See, the Khanta is always being, decorated with a strand of flower, a small garland of flower. It is decorated because it is very important aspect that connects us to the nature or nature to us, the connecting medium. So Kalasha speaks about connection, that is spiritual realms, and also it speaks about Sushumna Nadi, which connects in Ida and Pingala. Okay, and the next comes the Mukha or the mouth from which we pour water or dhanya, whatever, into the Kalasha. So that is the Astitva, the Vyaktitva and Astitva of our human body, our behavior, our emotions, and our consciousness, our invocation, the transcendental mind. It speaks about that. And finally, Shripala, coconut. Okay. That is, it speaks about the Brahma Randra or the Brahma itself. When I say Brahma, it is completely the self, the system. Okay, and it speaks about the divine offering. So what we can offer to another person is our emotions through our Vishuddhi, talk. So offerings are all about prayers. Offerings are all about being nice to somebody, speaking nice to somebody, and watching what we are speaking. It's all about communication. It's all about relation. It's all about connection. So that is why it is Shripala. Okay. So if you symbolically look at Kalasha, it has 5 mango leaves or betel leaves filled with water, little bit of the Haridra Kumkum into it, and it is been covered with a garland in the neck and lot of threads around it, and the Shripala, and then the whole set of Kalasha is ready. So when we look into the allegory of Kalasha also, the blood is liquid, that is water in the Kalasha. What is holding that blood? Our body is holding body, Kumbha. The Kumbha. And the nervous system, the 72,000 nadis around the Kalasha. Okay, and flowers are all our Karuna, the decorative. So Vedanta speaks, Shruti Smruti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam. So our human body, whatever we learn in the form of Shruti, Smruti, anything, is a Karuna Alaya. So it is the temple of kindness, compassion. So that is been given the highest priority in learning. So, and the 5 mango leaves our senses, betel leaves or mango leaves. And the Shripala is our head. So that is the symbolic representation from our Shiva Purana that Dhanvantri walks with this Kalasha, the model. So children usually present their solar system model in schools and we appreciate. Wow, this is how solar system look like. So this is how human mechanism look like. Who is Manushya? The Kalasha is Manushya.
Yeah. So when we talk about self-care or when we talk about, taking care of self, there is already a symbolic representation of how we worship Kalasha is how we need to take care of ourselves, keeping it on a pedestal, taking care, keeping it clean, not just our body, even our stula, sukshma and karana, when we talk about it as sharira. So maybe Shravana or Savan, which most of us talk, is all about taking care of it, maybe in the form of worship, in the form of puja we do, or you know, taking care of ourselves throughout this. You know, that's such a nice representation of our life without our knowledge through our practices.
Yes. So believe first, conceive, and then achieve. Happy
Yes.
Shravana Mas.
Happy Shravana Masa to all of us. Thank you.
Thank you.